What's up, everybody? Zach is back with another episode of Journey to $1 million. Just go ahead and smash that like button while you're thinking about it. I need 1,000,000 likes because that is going to help me find the motivation to keep trading and keep making these videos all the way to $1,000,000 and possibly beyond. Who knows? Maybe we're going to do a journey to $2,000,000. Maybe I will just stop everything. It all depends on you and the like button. Anyways, guys, the blog is up on prostocadvice.com. Go ahead and pull that up, as I will be pulling it up as well. It was a pretty choppy day. My portfolio started up at the opening bell. Everything was so green, and it felt amazing. And then by about, I think it was like 12:30 EST, right after noon, it was like, whoa, the tides have turned. And then it climbed all the way back up pretty much to almost break even. More than break even, and then the after hours start dropping again. It's a very weird day. Earnings are like that though. Not a very big surprise. So overall, if I can get out of this week unscathed, then I take that as a big victory, because this is some choppy stuff, and especially with the COVID, with the Biden, changing administration, changing the taxes, which is probably not that big of a deal, but it's all about how people think, and the general sentiment in the markets. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, and all the Fed speeches, like every week, every 2 weeks. It is all just a little bit crazy lately. But you guys know that because you are on the journey to $1 million with me. I bet. And soon, guys, I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to do what I can do to help you guys to join me on this journey to achieve the same goals that I have. And if you try long enough, and maybe it's going to take a decade, maybe it's going to take 2 decades, it doesn't matter. You can do it. And I would like to take this moment to wish one of my best friends in the world, congratulations on retiring at 30 years old. Yes, 31. I think it's 30. Double check me on that. When's your birthday? I forgot. But congratulations, you finally got it, and you've been with me on this journey from almost the very beginning, in real life, struggling with me through the ups, through the downs, through the huge Bitcoin swings, and the mining and whatever, and now, yes, the good old Elon Musk meme days are upon us, and we are finally able, and you are finally able to possibly retire. So I just want to take this moment to congratulate you, and let everybody else know that it is possible. You can retire when you're 30 or whenever. I mean, I guess I could say I retired when I was 25, 26 years old, but yeah, I'm just doing what I enjoy doing now as my hobby. But anyways, moving on, guys. If you have any questions about that, you feel free to PM me, DM me. I'm very open. I share everything, honest with you guys. Just let me know. Here are my swing trades from the day. Bitcoin, it's still doing pretty good. It's up 9% for me. Givo fell down a little bit. I'm only up 4% on that. And the ARKG, my swing trade is still technically up 1%, although that's not so good, but ARKG has been very volatile. I see Kathy Woods adding a lot of Teladoc, and she's adding a lot of them actually to ARKG, buying heavily these days, which makes sense because things are down. And my options, I'm actually technically on the realized profits or losses. I am technically 100% so far, the positions that I have closed. You guys probably know that if you're following the last couple of days. And the ones that I still have open, my DocuSign just got smashed yesterday. DocuSign fell down more than 3% for the underlying, and this option contract just got smashed. So chalk that one up to a loss. Maybe you guys already cut, because like I always say, you should know when you want to take your profits, and you should go into these positions knowing how much you can afford to lose and cut your losses. Because options, short-term options, is a numbers game. If we do 10, then hopefully we can get 7 right. If we do 100, hopefully we can get 70 right. I mean, it's kind of like that. Of course, depending on position sizing, we could strike it rich on one or two, or an Amazon call, we could do 5%. It actually would be a lot of money because it takes a lot of capital to get into them. But I think you guys know that. I think you guys are actually very smart. There's a lot of very smart people around on the Discord and talk to me on Twitter and whatnot. I really am having fun with you guys. It's a lot of fun. And then the only one that I opened yesterday was the coin. Now this is basically my Coin is Coinbase, by the way, if you don't know. Coin is basically, I'm saying, I think Bitcoin, and I gave it 2 weeks. Oh, that's a typo. It should be May 14th. Sorry. Yeah, I gave it 2 weeks. I should change that. That would be important. Let me double check. Which one's the typo? Coin. Yeah, it's the 14th. Okay. So this is a typo. I need to change that. I will do that right after this video. And sorry about that. But yeah, it should be May 14th, $302.50 call at 11:50. Now, this was actually trading a lot higher, but I had set the limit order just in case markets started pulling back, which they did. And actually, I did all three of these like that. And my coin was the only one that triggered. So I'm pretty happy about it. Technically, it's up 3% right now. But yeah, that's all going to change. And I have until May 14th for Bitcoin to go up. So, I mean, this is I think it's a pretty good bet overall. But as soon as this one is up 20%, I'm going to take the profits. If it falls down 20%, I might cut the losses as well. But we'll see about that. So far, so good. And I do have faith that I do feel like Bitcoin is about to make a run for it, especially going into next week. I would expect the markets to be a little bit more green than this week, especially coming out of this earnings season, which the earnings were very good, especially for a lot of the tech companies. They are not bad. So we'll see. I think today the market's open. We're going to get the big oil companies like Chevron, ExxonMobil. So it'll be interesting to see. But anyways, my next one is a Ford June 4th, $12 call at 30 cents or less. Now, I set a limit order for 25 cents. It didn't trigger. I saw this is selling around 34 cents right now in the after hours. So we'll see what it opens for. But Ford just got smashed on the earnings, like super smashed. It was down like Smash Brothers. It was down almost 10%. I think 9+% yesterday. And man, like 2 days ago, it was trading for $12.50. And now it is 11 something, and I think we could go out pretty far, a couple of months, June 4th, and we could do a $12 call. They're super cheap. $30 you could get into this. This is a cheap one. We could pick up a few of these contracts, I would say. I wouldn't never put so much money into short-term options because this is not your bread and butter. This is my style of trading. Everybody has their own style. A lot of people only do options. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But for me, this is not my bread and butter. Check out the video from yesterday about the leveraged ETFs. Those are the bread and butter for myself. But anyways, $12. I think it's a super good chance. This is low risk, high reward, in my opinion. Low risk, high reward. Yes. Anyways, next is Nike. Nike got smashed from the Xinjiang cotton incident. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one. So as you can see, it's pretty smashed. And then in the March dip, it went all the way back to the 180. It's up a little bit, but it's trading pretty much on the 180 day-ish. And I think it might push towards 145 soon. I wouldn't be surprised because I think this Xinjiang cotton thing and all of the other crap is just such an overreaction and doesn't actually matter. But we'll see how it goes. And of course, that's not the only reason that it was falling. But yeah, I think it would be... I think the Chinese sales are actually going to pick back up. I don't think it's that big of a deal, in my opinion. So this one is also not very expensive, although it is around $500. So I wouldn't get too many of those because I wouldn't risk so much on it. But it is bouncing off of the 180-day moving average support. So I think it's a good chance to get into it. And it actually is up 2% yesterday. And I was thinking earlier in the day to get into it, but I set my limit order for I think $4.50 and never triggered. So currently I have moved that up to $5 to see if we can catch it. Although we might pull back tomorrow, so who knows? I mean, this is just my thoughts right now. I mean, I don't know. I might set my option for $4.50. I mean, it expires in June on June 16th. It's not like it's necessarily a rush to get into this. So I think it doesn't really matter. We can see if it pulls back. And if it does, it's great because we can try to get this for $4.50. Or I don't know. Maybe it pulls back to 2% tomorrow. which I wouldn't be surprised because it's the last day of the month. I think people are probably going to take profits tomorrow. Knock on wood, hopefully not. I don't know. Maybe it's good. And then we can pick up these options even cheaper. So, yeah, I mean, try to get it for $4. I mean, I might even set a limit order at 4, but this is assuming that it keeps going up, which it won't necessarily. But anyways, like I said, I think it can make a run to $145. Could be good. Nike is overall obviously a good company. It's not going anywhere. They're still selling shoes all over the world. So I think it's also a pretty low risk, high reward. We have a long time, but specifically the Ford one, this one is just tanked so much yesterday. I think we can get this really cheap. You could get 10 contracts. It only would cost $250, $300 depending on what the price of one is. But anyways, guys, keep in mind, if you do want to learn more about options, trading, different strategies, how to implement them, how to pick the stocks, do remember that I do the seminar. Check out prostockadvice.com/seminar, and you can see any of the new seminars, and they're pretty much like online classes that I do, a series of 3 classes at a time. I have 3 different levels. So far I've only done the first level, and I'm in the middle of it. Actually, we have one this Saturday at 9 a.m. EST. So I'm really excited about that. Those are a lot of fun. It's live, so it's you can actually ask questions. Everybody gets a chance to ask questions, so it's better than just pre-recorded videos and whatnot. But if you're interested in that, send me a DM, send me an email. We can go from there. Or if you have any other questions about passive income and whatnot, I'm pretty open. I'm doing this is basically my hobby. I invested, like I said, I'm pretty much retired early on in my life, and I'm all about passive income. I really strive to make that the number one priority. I really think it's the key to life. I mean, maybe that sounds pretty cheesy, but once you have passive income and you've built up enough where you can have money rolling in without having a day job, and then you just bought yourself freedom. You bought yourself freedom, and then you have the ability to do what you enjoy and do what you like. No matter if it's a hobby or maybe you just don't like doing anything, you can chill on a beach. It's also okay. And that is kind of happiness in a sense, you could say. At least you're free to pursue happiness. Money doesn't buy happiness, but money buys freedom, and freedom gives you an opportunity to better pursue happiness. But anyways, guys, let me know. Follow me on Twitter. Hit the like button. Subscribe. We're doing videos like this all the time. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you on the other side. Peace.